Oh! I thought I'd rip me fucking trousers. Welcome to Glory Supporters, episode 1. In this episode, we're going to be randomly selecting our team for the season that we're going to follow.
So just a brief overview of the rules. Today we're going to have our first team randomly selected. This will be the first and the only random selection of the season. From that point, they will be our team that we're going to follow, and we're going to follow them until they lose. And when they lose, we're going to pick the team that has just beaten them, and we're going to stay with them until they lose. And we're going to go all the way through the season, and at the end of the season, whoever we are supporting at the end will be the victors of the Glory Supporters Trophy. We are hoping that we're able to bounce around the leagues, take it through to different teams, see where it goes really. So Zach, what are your expectations for the season? What do you think is going to happen?
So I'm hoping we get randomly drawn with a lower league side. I'd rather have maybe League 1, 2 than Championship. Being a Sheffield United supporter, I've just got out the Championship into the Prem. Happy days. So I know a bit about the lower leagues, but not too much. But I'm kind of excited to explore that, find out things I didn't know, see where it can go. Personally, with like a local club, we obviously live in Harrogate, it'd be nice to get there, might be able to get to a game, or certainly someone from Yorkshire so we can kind of jump on that bandwagon, as long as it's not Wednesday. What about yourself?
To be honest, I don't know too much about the lower leagues. I'm a Newcastle fan, I have been all my life. One team I don't want to get is Sunderland. But the goal for me is to learn more about the lower league teams. So this is where we would like a bit of interaction with you guys at home. We want to learn more about the clubs that we've been selected. So if we miss anything out, we want to hear from you. We want to learn who people's cult heroes are, the club legends, a bit more history about the club as well. We want to kind of embrace that fandom that comes with whichever team that we're selected. If I was being picky of a team that I would like, I would definitely like Harrogate. But like Zach said, anywhere in Yorkshire or in the northeast, we can then potentially get to some games and we can bring you guys along and show the live updates as things happen as well. I think that would be really interesting. But of course, we have no control of where it's going to go, and we'll see what's selected for us and where the journey takes us.
Okay, let's get the excitement out of the way early. Let's spin the wheel, find out which team we're going to get this year, or for one match, depending if they lose straight away. Let's crack on and see who we get. Kieran's got it on a nice internet randomer, I think you could probably call it. Every team in the English Football League is on there, from Premier League to League 2. So let's see who we get. We're screen recording it, so you know we haven't cheated. Spin the wheel!
Alright, here we go. There's a moment of truth.
Oh shit. Reading! Oh, okay. So Southern team, not a bad thing. I know very little about them, other than I'm pretty sure the nickname's the Royals.
That's more about them than I know. So we're in for a treat here. So alright, so we're going on Reading's Wikipedia page. Let's see what we can find out about them here. So they're in League 1. Did you know that? I thought they were in the Championship.
Yeah, I thought they got relegated. Oh, so
okay, so that's fine.
They might win a few then. We might have them for a little while if they're going to be top end, but
yeah,
who knows?
Well, let's see. So yeah, you were right. They're called the Royals, or nicknamed the Royals. Also the Biscuit Men. Apparently that's another one. Anybody know why they're called the Biscuit Men? Let us know.
That's a shout.
Yeah.
First person to answer gets a brownie point. Nothing else.
Yeah, so founded
Christmas Day. Christmas Day. Someone obviously was bored 151 years ago. Stadium. That's possibly the shittest stadium I've ever heard, I'll be honest.
Yeah, so for people that don't know, it's called the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Which is diabolical, really. Yes, that's embarrassing. What's the original name of it? Do we know?
I'm trying to think
Oh, the Majeski Stadium.
Oh, the Majeski. Oh, okay.
I know that.
Okay, that does make more sense.
Okay, that's cool. Head coach Ruben Sellers. Heard of him?
Yeah, don't know a great deal about him.
Yeah, so they were relegated last season. They finished 22nd out of 24.
Did they have a points deduction?
I think they did. I think they're in a bit of trouble.
That might be why they went down. Maybe they're not as weak as we think. Then,
Right.
if they've gone down.
Well, that's if they have players. They might have had to sell players.
Yeah. If you're a Reading fan and you do see this, get a comment on or let us know through whatever social media channel what's going on with the club that we're not going to get from Wikipedia and Google. Give us the nitty gritty.
Players. Let's look at
Let's see
players.
what they got.
Oh, Andy Carroll,
Legend.
ex-Newcastle legend.
The horse.
Tom Holmes is vice captain. Sam Hutchinson, Tom McIntyre.
I'm sure Sam Hutchinson's ex-Wednesday, so Andy Eardon, captain. Even though
Okay. This is going to be an interesting one.
So ultimately, we might be getting a switch soon. Someone's going to beat them. If they're that short, someone's going to win.
Yeah, well, let's hope. Let's hope. When did they last win something? They won the championship in 2005, 2006, and 2011, 2012.
You know what, I think when they won the championship, I think Sheffield United came second. I remember it was us and Reading. Or we were certainly up there, and it was a bit of a battle.
Okay. They were up there when Newcastle were in the championship as well. So
Yeah.
they've had a bit of a fall from grace,
Massive
really.
fall from grace.
So let's have a look at the table, see how they finished last year. So pulling it up for 2022-2023 season. Well, they finished 22nd.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they did have a 6-point deduction, finishing on, what was it, 44 points?
Yeah, 44.
Finishing on 44 points. So that 6-point deduction, they would have finished 19th, 20th based on goal difference, which would have sent Cardiff down. Okay, so.
Yeah. And they did win 13 games. If you're looking up the leagues, like even Sunderland and Coventry that finished 5th and 6th, they won 18 games. So they just had a bad run of form. Should we see when they
Yes,
actually
have a
won?
look at the fixtures, see what were.
Yeah.
Did they like it wasn't a late push?
Oh yeah, so they had
Oh
a
boy.
bad run to the end. A few draws. I'm just seeing red everywhere. Okay, so their last win was on the 25th of February against Blackpool. And yeah, they didn't do too well at all. If they'd won 1 or 2 more games, they would have probably stayed up.
That's a pretty bad running. I'm wondering, did anything go drastically wrong between that Blackpool win and the rest of the end of the season? It was like a star striker injured, or did they lose like a key man?
Yeah, when was the points deduction? I think it was quite late on in the season. I think maybe just stuff happens and then
Or unless they did.
players down tools.
I wonder if they just got it. If they got it at the start of the season, they must have got it at the start of the season. They never give out points. They never give them out halfway through.
No, they do sometimes. Shall we see?
Maybe breach
Well,
financial regulations or something like that.
Maybe
Surely it was at the start.
Have a look.
I bet they started -6.
I don't think so. So they were hit with the 6-point deduction after a second breach of EFL financial
Yeah.
rules, with the profitability and sustainability rules. When did it happen though? Oh, so they got the 6-point deduction. They're getting a further 4-point deduction to the start of the season.
So the team we're following are starting on minus points, but it's only about if they win or lose.
Let's have a look at when did that actually happen. It looks like it was in April, I think.
Surely not. Imagine being like, by the way, you're nearly safe. You're middle of, bottom half of the table, but here's -6.
Yeah, so they were on 46 points and then they deducted it to 40 points. The sanction happened in November.
Transfer embargo as well.
Oh, so they've got no players and they can't sign any players.
Unless the embargo's lifted or something. So that'll be the next thing. Have they signed anyone? Who have they sold? Have they sold any of the best players? Because they're going to have had some loanees. They'll have some loanees to return, but they're not going to be great, are they? Might be League One standard now. Who are they going to lose? Who are they bringing in if they can?
Yeah, this is going to be a real struggle for them, I think.
Yeah, I'm not liking Reading's prospects, but we're on the bandwagon. We're supporting them.
Yeah.
Up the Royals for Saturday.
Up the Royals, up the biscuits.
Up the
Is that what they say?
if that is a thing.
Let's have a look at who they played first game of the season.
Yeah, let's see the fixture.
They played Peterborough.
I can see a fairly simple switch to Peterborough coming. Even though Reading are at home, Peterborough are always up there in League One. Probably unlucky not to get promoted last year. I mean, they were top 10 for a while. Whereas I'm way off, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, let's see how it goes. Following game, if they get through, they're away at Millwall. Really don't want to get Millwall.
That would be up there with the worst.
Yeah,
No
sorry.
offence to
Sorry, Millwall fans. Sorry, Reading fans. We kind of shit on your club as well.
Yeah, we have.
So we don't know too much. Let's see how they do. 5th of August, 3 o'clock.
Get the notifications on. We'll follow it live. See how we go.
Yeah, and we'll give you a match report next week, and we'll see where this is going to take us. Is it going to be Peterborough we're following, or are we going to stick with Reading? Who knows?
I don't know who I prefer. Both Southern.
Yeah, I'm indifferent at the moment. But you never know. We might grow to love them.
Ready to jump on the bandwagon.
Yes,
definitely.
Indeed.
We're going to see how far it gets. How far we get with them.
Yeah, and who knows? They might go on a winning streak, and we can learn more about them along the way. I feel like if they lose and we never see them again, unfortunately, that's all we know of Reading.
It's not been a great capsule of information we've received.
Yeah.
A lot of drop points, clubs. Well, it just sounds like a bit of a shit show, really.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you'd like to learn about these teams as well. Is there anything in particular about Reading that you want us to bring to the table? Is there anything that you guys can tell us? We want to know who the cult hero is, because I don't think it's Jeff Hendrick and I don't think it's Andy Carroll.
Carroll will be definitely up there. Carroll will be a player for Reading if he's still there.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Let's see.
See what happens.
Indeed. Well, stay tuned for the next video. We'll give you an update of what happens.
Up
Have a
the
good day,
Royals.
everyone.
Up the Royals.
The Royals.